Hello, I'm Mark Wilson, President and CEO of Florida's Chamber of Commerce. When it comes to securing Florida's future, there are few issues more important than water. With 5 million more people expected to call Florida home by 2030, science-based solutions are the only way to ensure Florida's water future is sustainable and provides the quality of life Floridians and visitors deserve. Water is a statewide concern, and unfortunately, sometimes local and state politicians want to do what's popular when what we need to do is what the science says works. Whether it's the Apalachicola River, the Indian River Lagoon, Florida's unique springs, or our treasured Everglades, science-based data is key to meeting the challenges Florida faces. Together, with Harbor Branch research scientist Dr. Brian LaPointe, the Florida Chamber is pleased to present this educational video, and I hope it will spur conversations and collective action to help solve these issues for Florida's future.
Hi, I'm Dr. Brian LaPointe, Research Professor with Florida Atlantic University's Harbor Branch Oceanographic Institute. Although the Everglades were once thought of as a worthless morass, today everyone agrees that the Everglades is a national treasure.
One of the goals of the Everglades restoration is to get more water south in the southern part of the system, eventually out to Florida Bay. And with that water, scientists predict will come lots of changes, changes that are in the right direction. So we have predictions for wading birds. We expect more nests. We expect higher productivity. We also know that too much of a good thing can be bad as well. We've got to recognize that the ecosystem, we've engineered it to such a degree that we've got constraints now. We can only put that water in certain structures, certain canals at certain times.
The Everglades Agricultural Area Reservoir was originally designed for two primary purposes. One was to make sure that all that water was there for the ecology and the environment, and the other was really as a backup water supply for agriculture.
Holding high water in the impoundments that we have today, which is the northern half of the Everglades, causes problems. It inundates habitats too long, and tree islands are a great example. Tree islands have incredibly high diversity of plants and animals, and they are impacted when water sits for too long at too great a depth.
There are endangered species that exist in Everglades National Park and in the water conservation areas, and if we put too much water into their habitats, we further threaten the existence of these endangered species.
%97% of the water going into Lake Okeechobee comes from north of the lake, the Kissimmee being the largest part of it. The most contaminated water comes from several small inlets along the northwest side of the lake. That is the water that's going out the C-43 and the C-44.
Big part of Everglades restoration, as well as the Kissimmee River Restoration Project, is creation of storage. That storage will allow us to reduce the discharges to the Caloosahatchee and the St. Lucie estuaries.
There's this push toward sending the water south so we don't send it out, eat both sides of Lake Okeechobee. There is a federal and state law to get this down to 10 parts per billion. We need to do that, and we're regulating phosphorus, but also we're not regulating nitrogen.
We all live in Florida. We all want to take care of Florida. We have families that are going to continue on, hopefully, and enjoying where we're at today in the Everglades and everything. So we have a vested interest in water quality in Florida.